Alright guys, so in today's video we are going to be talking about the mileage shop because I know a lot of players are coming back as well as either starting a new account as well and want to know, hey HyRool, what is going to be the best thing that I spend my mileage points on, because it is now 2025, we have a ton of new cookies as well as the meta definitely has changed as well. So let's go over it and talk about which cookies are going to be your best option for you guys, as well as other places that you want to spend your mileage points so that you're not wasting them and you're utilizing the mileage points to the best of your abilities to help your account progress further. So first of all, like I always do, is going to be spending your mileage points on treasure tickets. And the reason why I say this is because of the fact that if you guys actually go to the treasure section, which I actually do need to clear, it is going to be very, very expensive to pull with your crystals. And honestly speaking, the probability of you actually getting an epic treasure using crystals is so low that it is not worth your crystals at all. It is better to go and spend your crystals on the actual cookie gacha, get mileage points, and then use those mileage points on the treasure tickets, because that is just going to be a better and more efficient way and it won't feel like a waste. Of course, it's a gacha, so you might still have that feeling, but it's going to be better than spending your crystals, your hard-earned crystals, in actually just pulling common treasures that is honestly overpriced. Alright, so it is so much easier right now to actually go and pull and get mileage points. So if you guys go right now, nowadays every single cookie that you pretty much get is going to actually provide you guys some mileage points as well. Alright, so it is so much easier now. And oh my goodness, did I just get Moonlight on my... Oh, okay, the first 10 pull on this account is going to result in Moonlight. So I guess this beginner account, of course, always is going to be absolutely lucky as well here. So we are going to start out with Moonlight here with, I think it was like what, another epic as well. Alright, so you guys can see right here, like you get 40 mileage points, 200 mileage points, 140, and I believe it's like 20 for commons as well. So you guys see already from a 10 pull, I got really lucky, but 512 mileage points has been added. And this is just going to allow you guys to go and get ton of treasure tickets, as well as soon even unlock a new cookie, which we're going to talk about now. So let's talk about it. So first of all, out of the epics right now, the best one to get for most of the accounts, if you guys don't have something like Wind Archer, Burning Spice, and all the other cookies, is going to be without a doubt still Creme Brulee cookie. Creme Brulee is going to be amazing to actually clear a lot of the stages for you guys in the World Exploration Beasties, as well as right now the Choco Cake Tower. So it's going to be really, really good to use Creme Brulee cookie. So if you guys don't have Creme Brulee yet, then definitely going to be worth it to spend some of your mileage points to unlock, or even get it all the way up to promoted if you have a lot of mileage points to spend, because the next couple that you actually get from the gacha, it's going to turn into soul cores, which you're able to use to actually ascend Creme Brulee as well, which is going to give you guys, of course, more stats. Alright, so Creme Brulee is still the number one, honestly, like best damage dealer without any magic candy as well. So straightforward, it's able to be used in a lot of the PvE section of the game, and I would definitely recommend you guys to go and use Creme Brulee. Alright, next one is going to be Rebel. Rebel is actually going to be a really, really good cookie. Probably one of the best epic cookies that can be used in almost every single stage as of right now. A little less inside of the arena, but whenever a one-shot comp does come out, Rebel is usually the best in slot because of the elemental boost damage. Right now, Shadow Milk has no elements, so Rebel is not being used as much, but still, inside of a lot of the stages, even in the PvE section, Rebel is amazing because, again, of the defense reduction, elemental boost damage to all of your cookies that the enemies take, and then all the other decoys and tanking ability that Rebel does have. So one of the best cookies to use, in my opinion. Great for guild boss battle, great for cookie alliance. So Rebel, if you don't have it unlocked, definitely go and unlock it with your mileage points. If you want to go and get some ascensions on Red Bull from actually pulling him, next is going to be, of course, maxing him out with the mileage points, because with mileage you are able to go and buy up to 270 soul stones in order to actually max promote the cookie. So that is an option as well, which honestly nowadays is not too hard to do, just because of the sheer amount of crystals, cookie cutters, and everything that we get right now to actually pull and get mileage points. All right, next one in line is going to be out of the support section right now. That is going to be Star Coral cookie. Star Coral is an amazing cookie to actually pair up with someone like Mystic Flower. If you don't have Mystic Flower, then you can pair it up with someone like Nutmeg Tiger. If you guys were able to pull Nutmeg Tiger is a really good cookie inside of the PvE section, even paired with Burning Spice or not. And then of course, someone like Parfait, Rockstar, Pure Vanilla. Star Coral is a very offensive support, providing a lot of buffs as well as a lot of healing too. So Star Coral is going to be another great option for many players to actually go and pull, as well as get from the mileage shop, so that you actually do have Star Coral to use for your team. Can also be used for Cookie Alliance inside of the Choco Cake Tower and things like that. So definitely worth it, and I would highly recommend you guys to actually go and get Star Coral, especially if you guys are starting off and don't have any of the good cookies like Mystic Flower for the healer / support side. All right, next one is going to be right over here, guys. The other ones I would say is going to be someone like Mint Choco. Is actually not going to be a bad support to have as well with the mileage points, because of the fact that you will soon use Mint Choco for something like the Avatar of Destiny, as well as inside of the Choco Cake Tower paired up with someone like Creme Brulee, and has a great synergy with Creme Brulee. And this is even without actually having to, get the magic candy for Mint Choco. Of course, if you get magic candy for Mint Choco, it is going to be a bonus, but it is not going to be required technically to do more damage. So it will be a great choice to get, as well as another good supporting damage dealer is going to be someone like Black Lemonade that I find right over here. Black Lemonade is a great damage support who is able to provide damage boost to a lot of the DPSs, especially if it's going to be someone like Twizzly Gummy, who is going to be able to do crit or zap. That's another extra damage, or somebody who's just able to do a lot of damage like Creme Brulee is also able to take advantage of this buff, as long as he is able to crit multiple times. Black Lemonade is being used right now inside of a lot of different comps, and honestly with Pudding Island mode and Twizzly Gummy's Magic Candy, going to be a very good synergy for you guys. And that's where we're going to go into the kind of like the honorable mentions as well. And because of the fact that we did recommend Black Lemonade, someone to pair up with is going to be Twizzly Gummy. The only downside is that Twizzly Gummy does need the Magic Candy to actually perform really well, and of course higher level Magic Candy means better damage output, so that is going to be the thing. But because of the fact that you do need to go and get the Magic Candy, and because of the fact that Pudding Island mode is actually doing what Twizzly Gummy does, but without having to really just only focus on crit, you do have Pudding Island mode, but sadly, of course, Pudding Island mode is not in the mileage shop as of right now, so that's why I'm actually putting Twizzly Gummy as an honorable mention, who is going to be really good, paired up with someone like Black Lemonade and with the Magic Candy. And the next one actually is within the tank section, and that's going to be Financier Cookie. Financier is not honestly being used as much as before because of the sheer amount of charge and defense cookies that are coming out into the game that are just really good, but still, as a cookie with a Magic Candy who has a debuff immunity and protection and all the buffs and stuff like that, Financier is still really good. Again, the downside, Magic Candy does need to come into place, so there is that thing. But if you guys do pair her up with someone like Creme Brulee as well, with the level plus 10 at least Magic Candy, then you do even more damage to the enemies with light attack, so there is that bonus. But another really good damage dealer that I want to mention is going to be Captain Caviar. Captain Caviar is absolutely insane. If you guys were able to see some of the boss rush guys that I did, Captain Caviar is mentioned as one of the best damage dealers because of the sheer amount of damage that he's able to do. Of course, with the Magic Candy as well. The higher level Magic Candy it is 10, 20, and 30. The damage output difference is actually massive. So I would recommend you guys to get Captain Caviar if you don't have any good damage dealer, along with someone like Creme Brulee and someone like Twizzly Gummy, and then use Captain Caviar as a burst damage dealer to deal massive damage out front. And then of course, if you have the resources to do so, getting Magic Candy for Captain Caviar is not bad, but in my opinion, not the priority as of right now, because there are better ones out there. And one other one I would like to recommend from the Malice shop is going to be Linzer. Linzer is not used as much as she used to, but still inside of something like the Choco Cake Tower, in certain stages where, bosses are immune to debuffs and stuff like that, Linzer's debuff goes through those, and Linzer is able to allow your cookies to dish out more damage. So Linzer is not a bad idea either, but just keep in mind the topping and stuff like that can be a little bit tougher on Linzer. So that is something that I would like to remind you guys of before you guys do go and get Linzer. And just realize Linzer's damage output itself is not the greatest, but the buffs that she provides is amazing. And the last one I want to recommend is going to be someone like Rockstar, because Rockstar does not need Magic Candy and still is going to perform really, really well in actually healing. And also because of the fact that in a lot of the stages nowadays, you don't require all the cookies to survive, especially in Beasties. Having Rockstar with the clutch heal at the end with the Encore is going to be actually really, really good. So Rockstar, if you don't have someone like Missing Flower, you don't have Pure Vanilla as of right now, because you did not choose Pure Vanilla inside of the Might of the Ancient, or you're just really starting off and just want to have an epic cookie, then Rockstar is going to be a solid option for your healing as well. And then of course, once you guys do have all the cookies that you guys need, or you guys just want to kind of speed up the process, the 10-minute speed up is not bad at all. But things like, rainbow cubes, things like the rare essence, soul essence, as well as EXP star jellies inside of the Malice shop is not really worth it. So I would stay away from that. But again, like the cookies, the ones that I mentioned, as well as treasure tickets, and if you really have a lot of mileage points and you want to speed up some process inside of the laboratory or upgrading your stuff within your kingdom, the 10-minute speed up is not going to be a bad option. But that is pretty much what I want to recommend right now for the Malice shop. There are a lot of good cookies, like Peach Blossom is not bad at all either. Peppermint with Magic Candy is not bad either. Burnt Cheese is also pretty darn good. Space Donut is also really, really good, but I really want to simplify it as much as possible for you guys. And then of course, as you guys do progress and as you guys have more crystals, you are going to be able to pull more cookies. This is going to be for specifically which one to prioritize, and then you guys are able to go and get the cookies that you guys want to as well, once you guys progress further and have more mileage points to spend. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Malice shop is going to be an amazing resource for every player, especially the free-to-play, because sometimes getting the epic cookie that you want inside of the gacha can be stressful, because the probability is 19.46%, including the soul stones. And with so many epic cookies inside of the batch right now, getting one specific is 0.03%. Not going to be a bad idea to spend mileage points. So, but let me know down in the comments below which one you guys would personally recommend to players as well, because this is my list. It's not supposed to be the absolute answer to everybody, so everybody has different opinions from their personal experience as well. So let me know in the comments below as well. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.